Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. All right, so last time we talked about daily planning, and the time before that we talked about scheduling appointments to yourself. All right, so I want to take this one step further here, and I want you to kind of see how utilizing this next step now can kind of compound your efforts to really achieve a goal. So what do I mean by that? All right, so we talked about daily planning and kind of seeing your day ahead and the way that you want to take your day, the priorities that you want to accomplish, the different goals that you have in mind, right? Well, how about taking a look at this in a longer term type of application? So, a lot of us have planners, a lot of us use our Outlook calendars, but we also have like these really lofty goals. To, let's say, launch our own brand, or let's say lose that 15 pounds. But have we scheduled into our calendar outside of, the next, day, week, whatever? Have you scheduled your month? Have you scheduled your year? Because once I started doing this, it was a real game changer for me. I would get up each day and write down my to-do list, check it all off, and feel really accomplished by the end of the day. And I knew that I had to get, this project done by the end of the week here, but, it'd just be a day-to-day type of thing. Versus now, when I get up, I plan not only at the start of my day, but at the start of the week, the month, and the year. So let me break this down for you. When I had ambitions to do my first webinar, or launch some videos, or I have some plans in the future here for other things that'll be on this site. What I did is at the beginning of the year, I wrote out one main goal. Where do I want to be in 1 year? One main goal. That's all I need. One goal. And then for each month, I just broke it down and I was like, okay, I need to accomplish this one thing each month. And that's it, right? So 12 different things that I needed to accomplish to get to that one goal. All right, cool. So I had a plan that at each month I was going to accomplish X or Y or Z. But then at the beginning of each of those months, I would then break it down further and go, okay, on a week-to-week basis, at the beginning of each month, what do I need to accomplish each week to get to that final goal at the end of the month? Do you see where I'm going with this? So each week then, I would plan out daily what I would need to do in order to get to that goal at the end of the week. So it sounds like a lot of planning, and it sounds like a lot of, oh man, you're putting all these things on your calendar and in the right slots. That's exactly what you need to do in order to get stuff done. They say that 80% of what we do and what we accomplish is achieved by planning alone. The other 20% comes to execution. So let me say that again. 80% of what we accomplish is what we plan. 20% is actually just executing on all these things. And I have some tips and tricks on how to stay focused and how to really perform when it comes time to execute on all the things that you planned. But for right now, starting out and just planning those things into the calendar, that's where we need to be right now. So if you have plans to lose weight, like example, 15 pounds, let's say you want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months, which is, what is that, like 12 weeks? So 3 months, each month I would give myself a goal, right? So maybe it doesn't look like, losing a ton of weight at the beginning or losing a ton of weight at the end. Maybe it's 5, 5, and 5, right? Break it down nice and easy. So 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. So then for each of those months, what do I have to do weekly to get to that point? What food am I eating? What exercise am I doing? How much water am I drinking? Am I eating foods that are, not going to inflame my system? These are things that we should be planning out for weekly goals and then daily. You know, what time am I going to work out? When am I going to get up? When am I going to go to bed? You know, how many ounces of water do I need to drink? You know, we have those nice water bottles now that have the ounce marks and the time that you need to consume those by, right? So those are really handy. So if we're not planning these things strategically, how do we expect to accomplish them? Because the best part is when it comes to that point in your planner, you already know what you need to do. You don't have to think about it anymore. There's this thing that I read once, and it's called decision fatigue. It's a very real thing. It's why a lot of presidents wear the same suit every day. It's why, you know, that certain people eat certain breakfasts, you know, each day. This is why people stick to a routine. And it's to reduce the amount of decisions that we have to make throughout our day. So if we can plan all of the, you know, precursors to the major decisions that we're going to have to make, we can actually leave our brain to think about the things that we need to do in that moment, not think about planning them, right? So take that time to plan the things into your calendar at the beginning of each year, month, week, and day, because it cuts down on your decision fatigue. Decision fatigue for me was a very real feeling. I know for myself at the beginning of the day, that's when I have to do my hardest stuff. That's when I need to make the good decisions, because come to the end of the day, you know, there's a famous phrase about how girls can never decide on where they want to eat. I truly believe that it's from decision fatigue. I feel like we make a lot of decisions throughout the day. So that's the last thing we want to think about, right? But it's very, very true. It's why no one can decide on dinner. But I want you to start implementing these like little practices as compounds, right? So scheduling appointments to yourself, starting there, really getting those elements down, and you know, getting it into a good practice. Then taking it to the step further where you do daily planning, prioritizing, understanding, you know, where things need to be, scheduling time for emails, so that we're not, you know, inbox warriors, right? And then finally, like taking both of those and expanding it outward now to this weekly, monthly, and yearly planning. You'll be really surprised at what you can accomplish if you just simply put it on the calendar. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you go ahead and implement these. I'd love to hear your feedback, so make sure you go ahead and leave it in the comments. New videos will be up every Tuesday at 9 a.m. All right, thank you.